In today's episode, you will learn how to send your sensors data on any email ID. In this tutorial, you will learn how to design your own computer application to monitor the temperature and humidity values using a DHT11 sensor and then send those values on a specific email ID. With the help of this project, the temperature and humidity values can be monitored from anywhere around the world. Let's get started. Hi guys, my name is Fahad and welcome to Electronic Clinic. If this is your first time here and you want to learn Arduino programming, PLC ladder logic programming, SCADA application designing, SolidWorks, Visual Basic application designing and programming for microcontrollers to send and receive data, Android, security systems, robotics, image processing and much more, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so that you never miss anything. First of all, let's start with a datasheet of DHT11 temperature and humidity module. This is the DHT11 sensor that we will be using today. This datasheet consists of all the necessary information that you want to know about the DHT11, like for example its product overview, applications which clearly explains where you can use this particular sensor, the features, dimensions and product parameters, the electrical characteristics which tells you how much voltage it needs, as it needs 3.5 to 5.5 volts, so this sensor can be easily powered up using the Arduino's 5 volt. Pin description. The DHT11 sensor has 4 pins. The leftmost pin, which is the pin number 1, can be connected with Arduino's 5 volt. Pin number 2 is the data pin. Pin number 3 is not connected, while pin number 4 is the ground. So my friends, this is the basic circuit diagram which shows that how the DHT11 sensor will be connected with the Arduino. As you know, DHT11 has 4 pins, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Pin number 1 will be connected with Arduino's 5 volt. Pin number 2 will be connected with pin number 12 of the Arduino. A 10K resistor is connected with pin number 1 and pin number 2 of the sensor. Pin number 3 is not connected, while pin number 4 will be connected with the ground. Now let's do the same connections on a Vero board. So my friend, this is the code written for DHT11 sensor, and let's start with the hash include DHT.h. Before you start the programming, make sure that you download a library with the name DHT. So when you download that library, then go to the Arduino libraries and paste that library over here. I've already downloaded this, so I have this DHT library. So first of all, download this. Okay, then after that, hash define DHT pin. So in this episode, I'm connecting this DHT11 sensor with pin number 12. It means that the pin 2 of the DHT11 will be connected with pin 12 of the Arduino Uno, and hash define DHT type DHT11. As you know that we have different types of DHT sensors, which is DHT11, 22 and 21. So uncomment the one you are using. I'm using DHT11, so that's why I have just uncommented this, and the rest of the DHT sensors are commented. Now these are the informations about how to connect it with the Arduino, which I have already explained in the circuit diagram, but let me tell you again that pin 1 on the left of the sensor to the plus 5 volts. If you are using a board with 3.3 volt logic like in Arduino, do connect pin 1 to 3.3 volt instead of 5 volts. Connect pin 2 of the sensor to whatever your DHT pin is. In our case, it's pin number 12. Pin 3 of the sensor is not connected, we will not be using this, and connect pin 4, which is on the rightmost side of the sensor, to the ground, and connect a 10k resistor from pin 2 data to the pin 1 power of the sensor, which I have already explained in the circuit diagram. So DHT is the function which takes the DHT pin number and the DHT type. Then here is the string txt text for SMS. Is actually I'm planning to make a string message from the temperature and the humidity values so that I can send this string message from Arduino Uno to the computer application, and then using the computer application we can send this string message which consisting of the humidity and temperature sensor values through an email. So that's why from now I am making a variable with the name text for SMS of the type string, and then string humidity equals to humidity because it will send us the value in a percentage, and string temperature equals to temperature, and string sign equals to centigrade. So the temperature will be in centigrades and the humidity will be in percentage. So wide setup, as in my previous tutorials, I have been saying that each Mega and Arduino Uno program has these two functions. Those are the wide setup and wide loop. So the wide setup, actually what does it mean? Wide means that this function is not returning any value, and the empty parentheses means that this function is not taking any argument as the input. And similarly for the wide loop, wide setup, when we turn on the Arduino first time, the wide setup function runs only one time, and then serial will begin 9600. 9600 is the baud rate, as we will be sending the string message from the Arduino to the computer application. So for that we will have to define the baud rate, and that is 9600. And serial.println DHT_XX.test. XX means is a series, and this series we have different types of the DHT sensors, so replace the one you are using with 2 or 1 or 11. So as I'm using the 11, I can replace this with 11. And DHT dot begin and begin. So wide loop, the wide loop runs infinite times. There is a delay of 2000 seconds, and then integer h equals to DHT dot read humidity, and integer t is equal to, which is for the temperature, and read the temperature, and integer f is equal to this temperature and true, which will read the temperature in Fahrenheit, and this will read the temperature in Celsius in centigrade. So now check if any read failed and exit early to try again. So this is just for checking that whether there's any error or not. Integer hi is equal to DHT dot computer heat index f and h, and now over here text for SMS equal to text for SMS plus humidity, and now text SMS dot concatenate h. Okay, so the h in h we have this value actually. Okay, this is the value. So h has the humidity value, so over here we are accessing that value, so which will be added over here. So the humidity h, and then after that the percent sign, and then temperature, and we have already read the temperature which is over here, and this temperature will be added over here, and with that centigrade will be written, and serial.println text for SMS, and this message will be sent to the computer application. Text for SMS is equal to empty. Now I've added another instruction. If temperature is greater than 30, then it will send temperature exceeded to the computer application. So on the basis of which then it will send the humidity and temperature values on a predefined email. So my friends, as you can see, now the programming is completed, and now let's upload the code into Arduino Uno. So first of all, make sure that the Arduino Uno is connected. Yeah, it is connected. I've already connected the Arduino Uno, and now let's click the upload button. So right now I'm just checking the humidity and sensor values on the serial monitor, and after this I will start designing the application. So click the serial monitor and DHT11 test, and you can see the humidity is 29% and the temperature is 28%. So currently in my room the temperature is 28, so let me just apply some heat from the laptop exhaust fan, and let's see. Temperature 28%. It's 29. It's now sensing the laptop temperature. So as we have used the instruction, which is if temperature is greater than 30, then it will print that the temperature, yeah, it's working fine, temperature is exceeded. Now we will use this temperature exceeded message for sending an email. So far our program is working, and now let's start working on the Visual Basic application. So okay my friends, open the Microsoft Visual Basic 2010 Express and click on the new project name. So let's email sensors data, and okay. So in this project we will be needing two timers, so one timer and another one, so timer 1 and timer 2, and we will also be needing a serial port, as we will be doing serial communication between the Arduino Uno and the computer. So we will need these things, and we will also be needing a checkbox. So add this one, this is checkbox 1, and we will be needing a label, and sensors data from Arduino Uno, and we will also be needing a text box. So double click and click here and select the multi-line. Okay, and while you have selected a text box, then scroll bars and select both. Okay, and you can also change the name. So let's write over here application to send census data via email. Okay, and so as you can see right now it's doing nothing as there's no coding. Okay, now select the form and select the form border style, and then select the fix tool window, open, and now as you can see nobody can maximize this or minimize this, so you can just only close this one over here. So now we are done with the basic layout, so now we will start the programming. So I will do the fast forward. So my friends, as you can see, the programming is completed, the form is ready. As you can see, the label, the text box and the checkbox, they are all ready now, and you can also see that the program is also ready. So now let me tell you about some of the instructions, because for me it's not possible to tell about each and every instruction in very detail. So we just start by importing these libraries. As you know that the Arduino will be doing serial communication with laptop, because the string message that we will be creating in the Arduino will be we will send that string message serially to the laptop. So for that we will be needing two libraries. The one is the import system.io and the other one is the system.io.ports there. Okay, and these are system.net mail. It's quite clear from its name that these going to be used for the mails, for sending email. And system.threading, so you can just make a search in Google and study both these, that what does it mean, system.threading and all that. Then we start with the public class form, and then this is a function. You can see that this is a parentheses, and this is also a function, and you can see the name, that internet get connected state. So the function of the purpose of this function is to check whether the internet connection is available or not. So if the internet connection is available, then you can send a message, an email, and if it's not, then it will wait. And then we start with the private subform one load. So the time is, for example, when we click over here, now this is for the form load to the time when we run an application. For example, when I play the application, so the time when runs the application, it do these settings. As currently the Arduino Uno is not connected, so that's why it's giving me an COM port error. So serial port dot close. If the serial port is already open, then first you have to close this, and then after that the serial port dot name is the COM5. Well, actually this is the COM5, because if I connect my Arduino Uno, let me connect this and I will show you this practically. Now this is connected. I've just connected the Arduino Uno, and now let's check this. Let me open Arduino IDE. So over here we can check the serial port. You can see that the COM5, that my Arduino is installed on COM5, so that's why it's COM5 over here. So if it was installed on COM4 or COM3, then I would change that accordingly. And this is the serial port 1.baud rate. This is the baud rate that as we specified in the Arduino programming, so that's the same. And serial port data bits, it's 8 parity, no stop bits, no handshake, we don't require that. And this one, and serial port open, and open the serial port. Now the data receive, this is also a function, and this is used for receiving the string from our characters or messages from the Arduino. So anything that is received will be stored in txt output.txt. So if we check its name is txt output. So okay, so it will be used over here, and then after that we have a timer 1. So timer 1 checks every, let's specify its time is right now it's 100, and let's change this to 3 seconds. Okay, and it's true, and similarly for time also make this true, and let's keep this interval 5 seconds. Okay, so, and let's save this. Okay, and now as we're done with this, so okay, so now after every 3 seconds it will search for the exceeded, where the Arduino, if the Arduino has sent the exceeded or not. And you know, it depends on the condition, that if the temperature is greater than 30, as I already explained this in the programming. So if the temperature is greater than 30, then it will send exceeded. So when the computer will receive exceeded, so then what it will do, it will check that box, this one, it will check this box, and when this will be checked, then an email will be sent on the predefined email address. So that's it. This is the condition, and then the timer 2, which checks after every 5 seconds. So if check box 1.check is equal to true, it means that if the application has received the exceeded message, then what to do? Dim SMTPs, we are defining some variables. Dim SMTP as new SMTP client, dim message as new mail message, and dim username as a string, dim password as a string, dim destination as a string, dim subject as a string, and dim in flag as integers. So now the username is the guiding star pvc@gmail.com and password. Now this is the email address from which you're going to be sending that email. So that email address and its password, and then the destination email address to which you want to send the email, and then in the subject that the temperature is exceeded, and smtp.host smtp.gmail.com and smtp. So just read the smtp.port and smtp.credentials. You can study both these on the Google. Message.to add destination, and these are very simple. Message.from and message.subject. Message.port is equal to txt box.text. So the anything which is in txt box.text, like the sensor values, those will be copied and will be pasted into the message body, and then we will send this message body through an email on the desired email address. So if internet get connected state and flag is equal to 0, then check if the internet connection is available or not. If it's available, then smtp.send message txt output.text, empty the txt box, and then checkbox.check is equal to false. And else, so if the internet connection is not available, then txt output.text equals to txt output.text plus VB new line dot net connection dot not available and plus new VB line. So that's it. That's the complete program. So my friends, now let's run this program. While as you can see, the Arduino Uno is connected with the laptop, and now let's run this application. And you can see that the temperature is already exceeded because currently it's really heat up. It's like 37 centi right now. It's really hot over here. So let me change this instruction a little bit. So now let's open the programming. And change the instruction to around let's make it 37 and upload this. So now it will upload. Now as you can see the blinking, so the program is almost uploaded. Now okay, now we are done, and now let's run application again. Now it will send the exceeded message when the temperature will be greater than 38. So now let's play this, and let me also open my Gmail account. So as you can see, let me delete this one, and so as you can see, currently the temperature is 35. So let me place this near the laptop fan. Let's try if it can heat up. So temperature is exceeded to 37, increased to 37, and now let's see if it can increase beyond this. Yeah, so as you can see, the box is checked. Let me check. You can see the temperature is 38. It has successfully detected temperature, and now we will wait for the email. Okay, so that's the email we received, and let's check this. And as you can see, it sent all the values, and the time was 6:13 exactly. Okay, and now the humidity is 12 and temperature exceeded, and that's 38 centi.